For decades, having a big brand name was kind of like a real estate agent's security blanket. But what happens when that blanket catches fire? There's a huge shift happening right now, and it is shaking the very foundations of the industry. So today, we're going to dig into this really compelling analysis by J. Stuart Hill to figure out why these franchise empires are starting to crumble and where the smart agents are going to build their future.
So this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? The one that's keeping brokerage owners up at night. Are the big household names in real estate actually becoming obsolete? Now, I know that sounds a little dramatic, but the evidence we're about to walk through, it suggests the answer is a pretty resounding yes.
And this one sentence, this captures the entire revolution we're talking about. Consumers don't care about your brokerage logo, they care about you. And listen, this isn't just some nice fluffy sentiment. This is the new economic reality of real estate. And everything we're about to see just proves why this one simple idea is tearing down the old guard.
All right, so where are the cracks in this crumbling empire? Let's take a look. We're going to follow the money and we're going to follow the agents to see why this old franchise model is on such shaky ground.
It really kicks off with this massive, seismic shakeup. Compass is in the process of acquiring Anywhere real estate. And that means swallowing giants like Coldwell Banker, Sotheby's, Century 21. We're talking about legacy brands all being pulled under one gigantic corporate umbrella. Now, on the surface, this looks like a huge power move, right?
And the price tag? Get this, a jaw-dropping $1.6 billion, all in stock. But behind that massive number, there's a really important question. Why would these giants feel the need to merge right now?
And here's the twist. This probably isn't a sign of strength. It's actually a sign of desperation. These aren't two titans joining forces to go out and conquer the world. This is more like two giants clinging to each other for survival in a sea that is changing way too fast.
And hey, this isn't just some isolated incident. Just take a look at RE/MAX. As you can clearly see right here, both their U.S. agent count and their revenue are heading down. This isn't a blip, it's a clear signal that there's a systemic problem. The whole franchise model is bleeding its most valuable asset, its agents.
And this question, this gets right to the heart of the whole thing. Why am I paying 30% of my commission for a name that doesn't help me close deals? Really think about that for a second. If the logo on your business card isn't the reason your phone is ringing, then what exactly is that huge fee paying for?
So if the franchise model was already cracking, the recent lawsuits against the National Association of Realtors, or NAR as you've probably heard, well, that was the earthquake that brought the whole structure down. This legal mess didn't just change a few rules, it completely rewrote the entire game.
Two huge changes came out of this whole thing. First, agents now need a signed contract with a buyer before they could even show them a home. And second, the commission isn't some hidden standard anymore. Agents have to clearly state their value and negotiate their pay right there, directly with the client.
And the consequence of all this is profound. An agent's success can't hide behind a familiar logo anymore. Now it hinges completely on their personal ability to communicate their own unique value. The spotlight is now, officially, on the individual agent.
And all of this leads to a fundamental power shift, away from the big corporation and firmly into the hands of the individual agent.
Just put yourself in the client's shoes for a second. When you're looking for an agent, what do you actually care about? You care about their reviews, right? You check out their social media. You want to know if they're an expert in your specific neighborhood. You care about their vibe, their trustworthiness. And here's the key thing. Not a single one of those things can be bought by a franchise.
So if the old empire is falling, where are all the agents going? Because they're not leaving the industry. No way. They're flocking to entirely new models that put them back in the driver's seat.
A lot of them are heading to what are called boutique brokerages, like the example of Mangrove Realty here. These are smaller, culture-driven firms that prioritize quality over just sheer quantity. They offer real, hands-on mentorship and one-on-one coaching, not the generic one-size-fits-all webinars you find at the mega franchises.
And then there's the non-NAR brokerage, which is a truly disruptive model. These firms give agents the essentials, like access to the multiple listing service, where all the properties are listed. But they free them from the costly dues and the rigid politics of the National Association of Realtors. It's all about freedom and flexibility.
This chart here lays out the new landscape just perfectly. On one side, you have the old franchise model, which is, well, it's losing its edge. But look at the alternatives and why they're winning. The 100% commission models, they offer total autonomy.
Flat fee models give you transparent, predictable costs. Boutique firms deliver real relationships and real mentorship. And the non-NAR brokerages, they offer freedom like nothing else. Each one offers a clear value proposition that the old model just can't seem to match anymore.
And this brings us to the bottom line. This isn't just some philosophical shift we're talking about. It is a complete overhaul of an agent's business, and more importantly, their economics.
I mean, the contrast is just stark. The old way meant forking over 30% or even more of your hard-earned commission just to help build a massive corporate brand. The new way is about investing that money in yourself, building your personal brand, and truly owning your own future.
And this is where the rubber really meets the road. Let's look at the numbers comparing a typical franchise to some of these newer models. So under split, a franchise might take a 30% cut, or sometimes worse. A boutique, on the other hand, offers a much more favorable 85-15 or even a 90-10 split. And then look at the coaching column. The franchise offers these impersonal group webinars, while a boutique is providing hands-on, one-on-one, and team coaching. It's a completely different value proposition, one that's designed to build up the agent, not the corporation.
So how do you win in this new landscape? The answer is to build a powerful personal brand using modern tools. The strategy is called AI-VSO. That's AI, voice, and search optimization. It means using AI to streamline your marketing and optimizing your content so that when someone asks their smart speaker, "Who's the best realtor in my neighborhood?" your name is the one that comes up. It's about becoming the undeniable digital authority in your local market, so you're the first call. And really, this quote just says it all. They want to build their own brands, not someone else's. At the end of the day, this exodus isn't just about commission splits, it is a declaration of independence. Agents are realizing that they are the value, they are the brand. And the only question left is, in an industry that's built on personal trust, what's the real value of a corporate logo anymore?